Dear students, welcome to my 12th class on Module 4, Vector Space and Orthogonality. In this lecture video, we're gonna see about the concept of orthogonality and problems on orthogonality. Before learning about orthogonality, we have to know about inner product space. If U and V are vectors in R power n, then U and V are taken as n cross 1 matrices. Now the transpose of U, that is U transpose, is an 1 cross n matrix, and the matrix product U transpose V is always equal to 1 cross 1 matrix, which we can write as a single real number or a scalar without any brackets. Now the number U transpose V is called an inner product of U and V and is often referred as an U dot V. Example, I'm taking the matrix U is equal to U1, U2, etc. Un, and V is equal to V1, V2, etc. Vn. So now I'm going to find U transpose with V. So taking U as an row matrix, that is U1, U2, etc. Un, and taking V as column matrix, that is V1, V2, etc. Vn. Like after multiplying this matrix and with this one, I got a real number U1, V1 plus U2, V2 plus etc. Un, Vn as a single number. Orthogonal vectors. Two vectors U and V are said to be orthogonal if U dot V or U transpose V is equal to 0. Like after multiplying two matrices, the answer is 0 means we'll be saying it as an orthogonal vector. Orthogonal sets. A set of vectors in R power n is said to be orthogonal set if each pair of distinct vectors from the set is orthogonal. That is Ui dot Uj is equal to 0 where I is not equal to j. That is U1 dot U2 will be equal to 0 and so on like that. But U1 dot U1 is not equal to 0 in these cases. Orthogonal complements. If a vector W is orthogonal to every vector in a subspace W of R power n, then Z is said to be orthogonal to W. The set of all vectors of Z is orthogonal to W is called orthogonal complements of W and is denoted by the notation W orthogonal. Orthogonal basis. An orthogonal basis for the subspace W of R power n is a basis for W that is also an orthogonal set. Orthogonality of vectors. A basis is a set of independent vectors that span a space. So these kind of vectors will be called as an orthogonality vectors. So now by using the orthogonal basis we can find the following. The first one, we can able to find the length of the vector x. So the length of the vector x is not denoted with notation norm of x. Second one, we can test x power t into y is equal to 0. That is x transpose of y is equal to 0 for perpendicular vectors. Third one, how to create the perpendicular vectors from the linearly independent vectors also we can able to find here. How to find length of the vectors. So example I'm taking here, consider x is equal to 1, 2, 0 and y is equal to 0, 0, 3 and z is equal to x minus y. So by subtracting both the vectors, I got z is equal to x minus y, that is 1, 2, minus 3. Now I'm going to find norm of z, that is norm of x minus y I'm going to find. So it is given by norm of z is equal to square root of 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square, it will be equal to square root of 14. Then the length of norm z is in R power n is the positive square root of z transpose into z. That is z transpose into z is equal to 1, 2, minus 3. 1, 2, minus 3. By multiplying both the matrices, the column and row matrix, I got the vector like 1 plus 4 plus 9, it will be equal to 14. Hence we can conclude that the norm z will be equal to square of the z transpose into z. So it implies that we can say that the norm z square will be equal to z1 square plus z2 square plus so on plus zn square, it will be equal to z transpose z. That is, for any two coordinates x and y, the length vector is x minus y. So by Pythagoras theorem, we have norm x square plus norm y square is equal to norm of x minus y whole square. A small note on this orthogonality: if non-zero vectors like u1, u2, u3, etc. uk are mutually orthogonal, then the set of vectors are linearly independent. One more note, two vector space u and v of the same space R power n orthogonal if each vector u in capital U is orthogonal to each vector small v in capital V. Then we'll be saying U transpose V is equal to 0 for all u and v. Properties of orthogonality. Let u, v, and w be the vectors in R power n and c be any scalar. Then u dot v will be equal to v dot u. I mean the condition u transpose v will be equal to v transpose u. The answer will be same in both the cases. The second condition is u plus v dot w is equal to u dot w plus v dot w. We can write it. The third condition is cu dot v is equal to c into u dot v or u dot cv. We can write it. The fourth one is the length or norm of v is a non-negative scalar, that is norm of v is defined by square root of v1 square plus v2 square plus v3 square and so on vn square. It will be equal to what? V transpose v into v. We can write it. Next one, the distance between two vectors can be found by using the following formula. Distance of u, will be equal to norm of u minus v, that is square root of u1 minus v1 whole square plus u2 minus v2 whole square plus so on un minus vn whole square. So to find the distance between two vectors, we have to use the following formula. Next, sixth condition, u dot u is always greater than or equal to 0. That is u dot u will be equal to 0 if and only if u is equal to 0. Seventh one, norm of cu will be equal to mod c dot norm u. So a vector of length 1 is called unit vector. Suppose if v is a vector, then u is equal to v by norm v is also called as an unit vector. This process of creating u from v is sometimes called as an normalizing the vector v, and we say that u is in the same direction of v. Angle between two vectors. Let u and v be two vectors and theta be the angle between them. To find the cos theta, the formula is cos theta is equal to u dot v divided by norm u into norm v. Next one is orthonormal set. A set u1, u2, u3, etc. un is an orthonormal set if it is in the orthogonal set of unit vectors. That is, if W is the subspace spanned by such a set, then u1, u2, u3, etc. up is an orthonormal basis for W. And note, an M cross N matrix U as an orthonormal column if and only if U transpose U is equal to an identity matrix I. Theorem: let u1, u2, u3, etc. un be an orthogonal basis for the subspace W of R power n. For each y in W, the weights of linear combination y is equal to c1 u1 plus c2 e2, etc. plus cn un are given by cj is equal to y dot uj divided by uj dot uj, j is equal to where j is from 1, 2, n. Problem number 1. Compute u dot v and v dot u when u is equal to 2 minus 5 minus 1 and v is equal to 3, 2 minus 3. So first I am going to find u transpose and v. So consider u dot v is equal to u transpose v. So taking u transpose here, that is row matrix 2 minus 1, 2 minus 5 minus 1 and v as 3, 2 minus 3. By multiplying 2 into 3 I got 6, minus 5 into 2 I got minus 10. Minus 1 into minus 3 I got plus 3. So I got the value minus 1. Similarly, v dot u is equal to v transpose u. So taking the transpose of v here as a row matrix, that is 3, 2, minus 3 and u matrix 2 minus 5 minus 1. By multiplying both I got 6 minus 10 plus 3. I got the value minus 1. So hence we can say that u dot v will be equal to v dot u. Problem number 2. Let v is equal to 1, minus 2, 2, 0. Find a unit vector u in the same direction of v. So they have given v here. So we have to find the normal form of the vector u. The formula to find this one is given by u is equal to v by norm v. To find norm v, the formula is square root of v dot v. So it will become square root of 1 square plus 2 square plus 2 square plus 0. I got the value 3 here. Now I am going to replace the vector v and the value of norm v in this equation. So I got u is equal to 1 by 3 into v vector. So it will be equal to 1 by 3 minus 2 by 3, 2 by 3 and 0. Now I'm going to check norm of u. Like after finding norm of u, this vector, so taking square root, it will become 1 by 3 square plus minus 2 by 3 whole square plus 2 by 3 whole square plus 0, it will be equal to 1. So hence we can say that norm of u square will be equal to u dot u will be equal to 1 will be getting. Problem number 3. Compute the distance between u is equal to 7, 1 and v is equal to 3, 2. So I'm going to find a distance now. The formula for to find the distance is norm of u minus v whole square we have to find. So given u is equal to 7, 1 and v is equal to 3, 2, then u minus v will be equal to 7, 1 minus 3, 2. So it will be equal to 4 minus, by subtracting both the matrices u and v, I got 4 minus 1. Now I'm going to find the norm of u minus v whole square. It will be equal to the first element 4 square plus 1 square, it will be equal to 17. Problem number 4. Show that u1, u2, u3 is an orthogonal set where u1 is given by 3, 1, 1, u2 is equal to minus 1, 2, 1 and u3 is equal to minus 1 by 2, minus 2, 7 by 2. So we have to prove that u1 dot u2 is equal to 0, u1 dot u3 is equal to 0 and u2 dot u3 is equal to 0. We'll find that one. So first I'm going to consider u1 dot u2, that is 3, 1, 1 into minus 2, minus 1, 2, 1. By multiplying this we got minus 3 plus 2 plus 1, it is equal to 0. Second one, u2 dot u3 I'm going to find. So it is given by u2 transpose into u3 matrix, that is minus 1, 2, 1 with minus 1 by 2, minus 2, 7 by 2. By multiplying this we got minus 1 by 2, minus 4 plus 7 by 2, it is equal to 0. Third one, u3 dot u1 I'm going to find. So that is u3 transpose with u1 matrix, that is minus 1 by 2, minus 2, 7 by 2 with 3, 1, 1. So I got the minus 3 by 2, minus 2 plus 7 by 2 after multiplication. So it is 0. So hence I got u1 dot u2 is equal to 0 and u3 dot u1 is equal to 0 and finally u2 dot u3 also equal to 0. Hence we can say that the vectors u1, u2, u3 are orthogonal sets. Okay, in the next lecture video, we'll be discussing the concept of orthogonal projection and problems on orthogonal projections. Thank you.